What if Barb is still alive somewhere? Or we see Dr. Brenner return with a demo pup? And are you ready for another one of 11 sisters Jamie to show up looking for revenge? Hi, I'm Dylan, and today we reveal which characters you might see more of in Season 4. Let's go! Fan favorites. They will rock you! Fans around the world want to see more of their favorite supporting actors, and the gods that are their show writers seem to have listened to our prayers. Like Lucas's little sister in Math Whiz, Erica. Yeah, the sassy kid sister, played by Priya Ferguson, has been promoted to a Season 4 series regular, as reported by Variety. Who's excited for more Erica one-liners like this one?
You can't spell America without Erica.
In Season 3, we initially saw Erica hilariously pestering Steve and Robin at the Scoops Ahoy ice cream shop for free samples of the sweet stuff. It soon became apparent, however, that the character's sweet tooth and total aversion to BS isn't all that makes her entertaining. In the end, she played a critical role, and we learned that Erica is just as clever, if not even more so, than the rest of the Nerd Squad. Who remembers Dustin's total look of surprise as Erica schooled him on how long it would take him to get back home from the Russian facility? And our hearts went mushy when the boys gifted the precious Dungeons & Dragons set to her. With Erica in Season 4, we know who will help lighten the otherwise dark episodes. Now, moving on to another cool character, Murray Bauman, Private Eye at your service. Remember this hilarious walkie-talkie conversation with the Scoops troupe?
Bald Eagle.
Please repeat.
Bald Eagle. This is Bald Eagle. I hate children.
Great news! As confirmed by Deadline, actor Brett Gelman, who plays Murray, will also be in Season 4. The witty conspiracy theorist played a significant role in Season 3. But when did Bauman first make his appearance again? Let's briefly jog your memory. In the show's first season, Bauman was introduced to us when the Hollands hired him to investigate the disappearance of their daughter Barbara, aka Barb. Side note, is Nancy's friend Barb really gone for good? Stay tuned to find out. Apart from everyone loving Murray for his wittiness, viewers got seriously attached to the budding camaraderie between him and the world's sweetest Russian scientist, Dr. Alexei. Of course, this is Stranger Things, and at least one favorite good guy must die per season. If it's not Joyce's kind-hearted boyfriend Bob who became a demodog snack, of course it had to be Alexei. Why do we do this to ourselves? Viewers at home were devastated when sweet Alexei was assassinated, and Murray was clearly shattered.
I just left for a minute for a corn dog. A stupid corn dog.
Before we move on, we hate to break it to you, but the chances of Alexei or Bob returning are slim to none. And while we're here, we might as well rip off the Band-Aid. Billy is also unlikely to rise from the dead. Even though Billy wasn't what we'd call a fan favorite, he did redeem himself when he sacrificed his life to save everyone in the Battle of Starcourt. While we're on the topic of perished characters, Barb was seemingly killed in the Upside Down, but her friend Nancy thinks she might be alive, as do many fans. The only chance of seeing her again would be if the squad traveled back in time. And if we take into consideration the Duffer Brothers' hints about the movie, Back to the Future, time travel isn't necessarily out of the question. Next on the favorite list, the fandom is hoping to see more of Robin Buckley. We knew we were in for a treat when Robin's first line in the show called Steve a dingus. Her ongoing quips directed at Steve and his friendship with the much younger Dustin also had us rolling with laughter. And of course, the bathroom scene where she came out to Steve was both unexpected and refreshing. In a Twitter Q&A with the show creators, one fan asked what the producer's favorite Robin line was. Instead of some clever retort from Season 3, like we're used to, the official account replied that it's a Season 4 line, so you're gonna have to wait to get that answer. Someone must have slipped up though, because this response was later deleted. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds. Also, as the show writers often mention, they only have the broad strokes, not the details. Therefore, until actress Hawk is on set of Season 4, we can't say for sure. But we hope so. And next up is none other than the majorly funny minor character we just love to see more of. It's Keith, the arcade guy. We first met Keith in Season 2, when the boys were often seen chilling at the Palace Arcade. Always with his bag of Cheetos in hand, Keith's role mostly centered around teasing the kids or trying to score a date with Mike's sister, Nancy, in return for information on who Mad Max was. Last time we saw Robin and Steve, they were looking for jobs at the local video store. And what did they say about karma? Keith, of all people, interviewed them. While it wasn't shown explicitly, he might have been a victim of Steve's bullying when Steve was still a douchebag.
You, go.
Favorite movies?
Did I stutter?
Animal House for sure.
Eyes on Me, Harrington.
Keith ended up offering Robin a job, and eventually Steve too, after lots of convincing from Robin. Therefore, the prospect of Keith, this time in a different dynamic as Steve's boss, is not impossible. Let's admit it though, we'd just be stoked if we can hear him call the kids wastoids again.
Acne isn't a rash and it isn't contagious, you prepubescent wastoid.
And now, who agrees that it would be great to see Mr. Clark, the kid's beloved science teacher, and Dustin's Suzie poo again? We've known Mr. Clark since season 1. Throughout everything, he's been a constant friend to the boys. In season 3, he helped Joyce unravel the meaning behind the mysterious magnets and their link to Starcourt Mall. It would be amazing if he continued helping Dustin and co. unlock the Curiosity Door. The last time Suzie featured, she saved the day by sharing Planck's constant with Hopper. Wouldn't it be nice to hear more duets between her and her dusty bun? Of course, this is Stranger Things, so the next part is dedicated to all the characters we've not loved before. First, you might see Dr. Brenner Poppa again. You know, the big-time villain who pushed Eleven too far during those horrible experiments. Whoop-de-doo. Why do we think this character is still alive and might appear in Season 4? Well, for starters, although Brenner was attacked by the Demogorgon in Season 1, we never actually saw him die. But most importantly, in Season 2, a former Hawkins employee convinced Eleven not to kill him when he dropped the news that Brenner was still alive. If you were wondering whether the ex-employee was making it up, executive producer and director Sean Levy shed some light on the matter. Levy told Collider that the man wasn't just lying to save his own skin. So, it's safe to assume that Brenner is still out there. And Matt Duffer told IGN, if we were going to kill Brenner, if that was his death, when the monster jumps on him and we cut away, he would deserve much more than that as an ending. So there's a possibility of seeing him again. Also, don't forget, the Russians are in possession of a Demogorgon. How they got a hold of it is still a mystery, but what if they decide to weaponize it? Brenner conveniently has the right skill set to help them do just that. And remember the American the Russian government was keeping in a jail cell at the end of Season 3? Initially thought to be Hopper, who we now know to be alive, some fans think it's Brenner. Ooh, wanna hear another theory? If Brenner returns, some of the former Hawkins lab test subjects might also show up to get revenge. Here, many viewers commented on how Number 8, aka Collie, was introduced in one season of Episode 2, but after a few episodes, was never mentioned again. Will the show pick up on that storyline to get closure for Eleven's character arc? On the topic of Eleven's siblings, we've always known that there were more test subjects at Hawkins' lab. Simply looking at Eleven's identifying number, there had to have been 10 other kids before her, although we've only met Number 8. Through Eleven's backstory and the creation of tie-in graphic novels, the Stranger Things extended universe added details for the remaining test subjects. So, listen up. What if Eleven's most powerful test subject sister, 9, named Jamie, breaks free, hellbent on revenge? This theory is discussed by Screen Rant, and sure opens up many doors for Stranger Things 4. If we look at the comic book miniseries, Stranger Things Into the Fire, then 9 was scheduled to be terminated in the early 80s, along with any other kids still left after Brenner abandoned ship with 11. However, one doctor hid 9 away, saying even, monsters have lines they won't cross. Fast forward, and 9 is waking from a drugged state that's intended to keep her powers subdued. Of course, she'd want to find her enemies, and her sister, and get even. This plot reminds us of Callie and her crew's series of revenge killings against former Hawkins lab employees. Interesting, right? 9's motivations for wanting to get even, and becoming a villain in the process, makes a lot of sense. But have you thought about the chances of 11 taking the same emotional turn as her siblings and becoming the villain in Stranger Things 4? We explored this theory in another video. Check it out here. Right, next. There are theories doing the rounds that Joyce's ex-husband, the sleazeball Lonnie Byers, will pop out of the woodwork in Season 4. Probably for his own gain, as we saw in Season 1, when he pretended to be there for his son Will's funeral, but was actually making money from the company that owned the quarry where it was believed Will drowned. After Joyce kicked him out of the house, we don't know if Lonnie ever learned that Will was alive. A recent Reddit theory suggests that Lonnie might find out in time for Season 4. Why? Netflix released a video of the cast doing a table read, and eagle-eyed fans thought they spotted a man who looks like Ross Partridge, who plays Lonnie, in the background. Fans have found a few reasons for Lonnie to return. Now that the Byers house is up for sale, what's to prevent the slimy Lonnie from reclaiming his old house? And secondly, what if the Russians found out that Will was infected by the Mind Flayer and decided they wanted to procure him as a test subject? The drunken father who'd do anything for money would be a great starting place. Whew, that was hectic. If you were wondering about the main cast, we'll see all of them again. And of course, you've seen the Netflix trailer that confirms Hopper is alive, albeit imprisoned and working in the snowy fields of Kamchatka, Russia. Apart from that, we're bound to meet a bunch of new characters in Russian uniform, like one famous actor, Tom Lascia, who we know as Jopper from Game of Thrones. But if we consider what the Duffer brothers have said, all our beloved characters might undergo major transformations. Things might be turned upside down. The protagonist becomes the antagonist, the protector, the enemy. Which Stranger Things plotlines or characters would you like us to explore next? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, stay awesome!